Ridiculous. You should be talking to a specialist.
You talk to them.
I have. They need to see the lesion, Jonathan. Spit.
Well, what's the problem?
These are sulfonamides. Have you taken this type before?
Well, not that I recall. Why?
Oh my gosh, they can't account for half your symptoms. Have you gone mad?
No, better. Lesions fading and cold symptoms gone.
Have another HIV test. Find out once and for all.
No. As far as I'm concerned, I'm back where I started. Healthy and happy. What is it?
I did another test.
You tested me for HIV?
Yes.
I don't believe this.
I know it wasn't entirely ethical, John.
You're damn right it wasn't.
But I felt sure it was the right thing to do, in the circumstances.
Let's just recall the circumstances here. The circumstances are, I told you specifically not to do another HIV test.
Yes, but...
You went ahead and did one anyway?
Yes, I did. And now the answer to this thing has been tormenting you for all these months is right in front of you, the third and definitive test.
The test I didn't want you to do.
So what are you going to do with it?
I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. And every ounce of trust I had in you goes with it.
I only did it because I care about you so much, because I'm your friend.
Not anymore, you're not.
Any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. And any worries or problems at all, come straight back in and see me. I'll see you anytime.
Right. What was that little display for? My benefit?
You think I'm only a doctor when you're around to see it? Here's a new record in arrogance.
Well, you're the expert in that department. What do you think you're up to, sabotaging my plans for the nursing clinic?
Nursing clinic, nursing clinic. Oh, yeah, that was the one where the nurses get to play at being doctors. Brilliant idea. There's a patient in reception complaining of a sore neck and a blinding headache. It could be meningitis. On the other hand, it could just be a sore neck and a blinding headache. You want to do the diagnosis? What about the lumbar puncture? You want to do that too?
You're deliberately misunderstanding. The idea behind the clinic is not to undermine doctors, it's to use nurses and their skills to the maximum.
Ward duty's not good enough for you anymore, obviously.
You've been lobbying the nurses, persuading them it'll mean more work and longer hours.
It will.
It might cut the hours down for all we know. We've never had the chance to try it out.
Oh dear. How sad. Never mind. You missed one little beat in this, Tiffany. You didn't consult staff before you went ahead and made your executive decision. People don't like that. You got a lot to learn about management. Frankly, I don't think you're up to it.
I sat on your bed and I watched you pack. And you promised that you'd come back for me.
I was only 16.
You never even sent me a birthday card. Do you know how that felt? I wrote letters to you. Had nowhere to send them to.
David, I wish I could explain somehow.
Ooh, I think we've had enough of my little tantrum, don't you? No wonder you shot through if I used to behave like that.
Oh, please don't. You were always the sweetest little boy.
Yeah, look what happened to me now.
You don't mean that.
We both got on with our lives, Liz. I think it's only fair that our children should meet their first cousins. More than that, I don't think I want to know.
You want to hurt me like I hurt you?
I haven't got time to analyse it. I've got to get on with it.
Lockman, I know your Nana and I have been at each other's throats lately. It's a mother-daughter thing. You don't have to take sides.
You didn't tell me Nana used to hit you and Carla?
Oh, she wasn't exactly a child basherman. That's what every parent did in those days. They thought it was the right thing.
To hit little kids?
Yeah. I mean, now we know that physical punishment does more harm than good, but then...
was still wrong.
That's all Nana knew.
That doesn't make it right. No wonder Carla grew up to be violent.
Let me tell you something about Glenys. She always did what she believed was the right thing. We mightn't have been a Disney family, but that's because she didn't have it easy. She was a young widow with a couple of kids and a farm to run. She did the very best she could, and it was damn hard at times.
I suppose.
Maybe I'm not such a monster after all.
Maybe.
And neither is your Nana. She knows Carla better than anyone, and Carla has some very real, very serious problems.
So you sent her off to a psych unit?
She needed someone to make that decision for her.
Carla hates us. She won't even let us see her.
She will. And she'll understand that what we did for the very best reasons.
Oh, and I suppose you would understand if someone did that to you.
I know you're angry. I understand that. But I am your friend. That's why I went ahead with it. Jonathon, I was there when you were half scared to death over those lesions. I stood by you. I supported you. I said you didn't have to go to the doctor because you didn't want to, even though it tore me up inside.
So you chucked me an envelope. Life or death, the money or the bag. It's real sensitive, Emma.
Sometimes being caring isn't simple.
I told you, I don't want to deal with it.
And I'm telling you, as your friend, you have to. What difference does it make? You believe it anyway.
Only 90%.
Don't want to see you suffer again.
You still shouldn't have done it.
But I did do it. What you do with it is up to you. But you can't tell me that ignorance is bliss in this situation.
Bet you get to the stage where you can clear a whole restaurant in one go. What a smart career move, Rachel, the super waitress.
Why don't you go fry your face?
Oh yes, higher education's really giving you away with words.
So I told them that I was determined to be the champion of the underdog at all times, and I think they were impressed. Naomi thought so too.
Is there going to be a photo of you?
Oh, they took a whole roll. We could be looking at a double-page feature.
That's great, Marge. We're all behind you.
Badges! Where'd you get them?
I had them made as my contribution to the campaign. There's 500 of them in there.
Oh, Jenny, thank you. Can I take one?
You bet.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I thought I'd take an afternoon off from having cancer and do something different.
Look, I'm very grateful, and you're all wonderful supporters. And now we've got to get the message through to every sector of the community. Oh, and people need reminding that quite apart from the by-election, the electoral rolls for the general election close on the 21st of this month. That's the bigger picture. I mean, you've got to be on the roll to have your say.
Here's to a landslide victory.
How can she give up an opportunity like that?
Well, it beats me, but it won't help to go on about it.
Well, what am I supposed to say? What a brilliant decision, Rachel. Come on, man, back me up here.
Well, you can't control her, don't you?
I don't want to control her. I just want to...
Control her, change her, make her see sense. Whatever you want to call it, it all boils down to the same thing. The rocky road to divorce.
Hi! Isn't this great?
Where's all Jonathan's stuff?
Gone, thank goodness, along with Jonathon. He finally moved out.
Just like that?
Just like that.
How was he?
Same old Jonathon, brooding, sarcastic, a week behind with his rent.
I have to find him.
Why?
I think he may have had some bad news. Where was he going?
Didn't bother to tell me, just said to drop his mail off at the clinic. He's a big boy, Em. He'll be fine.
I intend to be the sort of politician available to her constituents day and night. So any problems, big or small, just get in touch with me. Ah, Dr. Travis, Dr. Kearney, all for one and one for all.
This is a hospital, Marge, not a political forum.
Oh, you don't have to wear it while you're working.
I don't have to wear it at all, and please don't hand out any more of these things in here.
It's a free country.
Not the little bit of it that I'm running.
I don't intend to leave my political opinions at the door, let me tell you, and neither should anyone else around here.
I thought you supported Marge in her campaign.
I do, and I will, but this is a place where people come for medical treatment. They're entitled to do that in peace, whatever their politics, so save your speeches and your buttons for after work hours, please.
Do you agree with that, Gary?
Sorry, what?
Do you agree with David about the acceptability of political debate in the workplace?
Sorry, I wasn't really listening.
Oh, I haven't seen these before. They're great, Marge.
Yes, aren't they? Jenny had a whole lot made for me. But your brother has banned them from the clinic.
Oh, seems a bit unfair.
Doesn't it? Perhaps you could have a word with him. He'd listen to you.
Oh, I'm afraid my days of influencing David are very much over.
He wants to keep personal relationships out of the workplace too, remember?
Something like that.
Oh, well, I suppose Shortland Street wouldn't be Shortland Street without the head of a dysfunctional family in charge.
Sorry?
Or didn't this seem a little upset to you?
I didn't notice.
Oh, well, maybe I was imagining it.
Oh, what are you doing?
Caroline, my first duty is to my constituents. Tell Kirsty to let us know if he's coming down again.
Got one of these here?
Not yet.
Hello. Hi, Caroline. Sure. Any special reason why? Oh, okay. I'll keep my eye out then. Hi. Who are we?
Agency bills.
That is really good organisation, Tiff.
I'm more pleased we're getting continuity of care for patients. Familiar faces matter a lot when you're feeling low.
Tell me about it.
But that's my only little triumph. I'm throwing in the towel over the nursing clinic.
You can't. That is a great idea.
I think that and you think that, but Johnny and half the nurses are dead against it. And maybe they're right.
They're not.
These need to be typed up and bound, thanks, Kirsty. Half a dozen copies.
I beg your pardon?
I've got some excellent ideas for cutting costs and increasing revenue. I think the board will want to go through them as well.
Well, David will have to approve them first.
Trust me, David will love them.
He's so smug. Yes, he is. Oh, what? A medical database? How is that supposed to raise revenue?
It won't, and it'll cost megabucks. But a doctor's suggesting it, so my guess is it'll go through. The worst thing about dropping the nursing clinic is now Johnny will rub my nose in it for weeks.
Not necessarily.
How come wherever you go, low water pressure follows?
If you don't like it, you can always run back to Emily.
Hell will freeze over.
Well, what's gone wrong? You two were like Laurel and Hardy.
Well, the laughter stopped.
Speaking of comedians.
Here you go, Jonathan. Accessorise.
Why should I?
Because Marge is a very good candidate and she's interested in minority groups.
Lab technicians?
There are a lot of gay people right behind Marge.
Half her luck.
One for Rangi.
Oh, you might want to deliver that in person.
You two fighting again?
We're not speaking enough to fight. You know, he bought my textbooks and gave them back to me. The man is a complete control freak.
He's a control freak. That's a laugh.
Don't listen to him, sis. Nobody should make your decisions for you, no matter how good their reasons are.
I've finished Ward 5 and given Mrs. Woolston her bed bath.
Good. So how was your first week?
Oh, fine. Just fine, except for being so much out of date.
You're quite sure about that? There is something, isn't there?
Oh, you haven't got time for my moans.
Yes, I have. Keeping you happy is part of my job. So sit down, tell me all about it. Is David still giving you a hard time?
Oh, no. It's nothing to do with work. It's just that I've just realised how difficult my being here makes it for him.
Oh, can't this one wait till next month?
I suppose so if it has to.
Well, you did the figures.
I can wait.
Hi. Had a chance to look at my database proposal yet?
Yep.
Don't you just love it? Complete medical history in language the patient can understand. It's great PR.
It certainly is, and it's expensive too.
Well, yeah, but...
Right now we're looking at increasing revenue, not spending it. Otherwise we may not stay afloat.
But it's a good idea.
In principle, yes. But your nursing clinic idea is a much better idea, and that really would help our revenue stream. It was well presented too. I love the wee pie charts.
But I didn't...
Oh, Salimi, I must have included Tiffany's proposal with yours. I'm sorry, Johnny.
Tiffany's proposal, the nursing clinic.
She put so much work into it.
Consulting with me, of course.
Well, all I can say is well done the pair of you. It's the best idea since tax cuts.
It's nobody's fault, Mum. It's just the way it is.
Blame the mother. That's the fashion now, isn't it?
Nobody is blaming...
Carla was telling lies and pulling the cat's tail since she was 3 years old. You want to blame me and your father for that?
Of course not.
And because of us, she chose a violent husband? I don't think so.
Mum, calm down, please.
You've no idea what it was like bringing up two headstrong girls on my own, with a farm to run.
I do know. I was there.
You weren't easy, you know, either of you.
I'm sure we weren't.
And then you went off and got yourself pregnant. And in spite of that, I got you fed and clothed.
For
and
that, we're very grateful, Mum, honestly. And for being strict with us because you had to be. But, Mum, Carla doesn't need discipline right now. She needs people to be kind and try to understand, even when it's difficult.
And I can't give her that.
Of course you can.
Actually, he's just walked in now. Thanks, Ramona. I'll call you back.
Hi.
Come bearing a white flag? No, I forget I said that. Do you want to make up?
Yes. Yes, I do. Sure, only if you want to.
Okay. Truce. I have to prove to myself I'm not a control freak. This might be a good way to start.
Lionel said I was a control freak.
Really? So we've been controlling each other.
Trying to, I suppose.
We should stop that, shouldn't we?
I guess. But only if we both want to.
Right. Relax and let go.
So, what do you want to do tonight?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do, I guess.
How does anyone ever make a decision doing it this way?
Beats me.
I need a holiday from my family.
You're worried about Carla, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sister problems seem to be quite the thing at the moment.
Liz is lovely. Are you getting used to having her working around here?
Give it time, eh? Look, if you're still worried about the committal, you'll have the chance to change it when the assessment period is over. In the meantime, she's getting quality psychiatric care. That's got to be good for her. Staff room. Oh, yes, Caroline, she's here, actually. Yeah, I'll get her for you.
Hello? Ellie? Ellie, you've got to help me. It's awful.
What is it? What's awful, Carla?
This place, these people. They're trying to punish me. They're doing terrible things to make me suffer. I know I deserve to suffer, but not like this. Out here, not alone. You've got to come and get me. Please, Ellie. Ellie?
Carla? Tiffany, look, I'm sorry, this is an emergency. I have to go. Normally I wouldn't ask, but can I make the time up at the end of the shift?
It's Carla, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go. We're covered for the next hour.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. Will it ever be over?
No, it may never be over for Ellen, unfortunately. You don't know where Liz might be, do you?
David, I'm sorry. That's why I was looking for you. She's resigned. Tried to talk her out of it, but she was determined.
Hello?
Oh. Jonathon, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I shouldn't have done it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's what I would have done for you.
Honestly?
Well, I hope so. I threw the envelope into a council dumpster.
Well, you can relax. I won't be ordering another test.
Nearly wrecked my shoes getting back out. I know you only did it because you care about me, and that's why you should open it. Because I can't.
No. I can't take that responsibility. It's too important.
It's just a bit of gambling with life and death. Never picked myself as such a coward.
I'm not a coward, Jonathon. Anyone would be worried. I would.
I mean, you remember when I ordered that unauthorized HIV test for Colleen Garrett?
You broke the rules, but you helped the patient. And you'll help yourself by reading whatever's in there. Whatever the result. What does it say?
It's negative. I don't have AIDS.
Hey! Congrats, you got it through. Correction, you got it through by being devious. Well, it was still the idea that sold it.
Ah, you know what they say? Behind every dumb blonde, there's a smart brunette.
Well, it's only a bottle away.
Oh, I'll run up by Chris.
Very clever.
What is?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You tried to make a fool of me.
Why should we try that?
You do it so well on your own.
I think you'll end up regretting that remark.
Oh, really?
David's appointed me to work as the doctor liaison for the nursing clinic. Welcome to the real world, partner.
Oh, where have you been?
Wasn't sure you wanted to read it.
Of course I want to read it, you silly boy. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it is a double-page spread. But they seem to have everyone in the same article.
Oh, the cheek.
Oh, the People's Enterprise Party candidate's got a big write-up and a super picture. Where's yours?
Look down the bottom.
Where?
Under others.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there's not even a photo. And look, they've got you between the vegan Avengers and the Come As You Are party.
Marjorie Brash, little-known local body councillor, with a passion for camellias and a professed concern for the underdog. That's it.
I couldn't stand it. She sounded so distressed.
She had a bad night. We've had to put her in isolation.
Is she not cooperating with her assessments?
Nothing we're not used to, but she has had some more sedation since she called you. Carla, your sister's here to see you.
Carla, you feeling any better now? Carla? Excuse me, would you mind giving us a few moments alone, please?
Okay, I'll wait in the corridor.
Look, I know this is hard for you having to stay here, but it's just for a few more days. They're not mistreating you or anything, are they?
It's not fair.
I know. But Carla, this is the best place for you. It's only temporary.
This is a nightmare, really.
I know.
You did this to me.
No, Carla! I hate you!
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.